Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Yeah, man, it's baseball season. And actually, one of the reasons I enjoy the shows here on Sunday gives me, too, a chance to be casual with you guys and have a conversation. Soon I'm going to St. Louis, and I can't wait to get that throwback jersey, the light blue, the baby blue with the bat and the two Cardinals. I'm getting a jacket just like that, and I'm going to tell you why we're going there. We're going to share it with you and take you along for the ride right here on the channel, so stay tuned. Well, that'll be a lot of fun for me, and I'll make it informative and educational for you guys and still relative to Corvette. That's coming up sometime in May right here on this channel. Happy Easter, everyone. First and foremost, before our feature today, two quick things. You know, it was a year ago to the day today that I took delivery of my first ever Corvette.
Today I feel like TADGE described when C8 was revealed. You guys remember that? And he said, when you're in a Corvette, you feel like a superhero. You guys made me feel like a superhero today, and I thank you all for that very much.
Wow, what a moment. I have to thank so many of you, even those of you that couldn't make it to the delivery event. Your support was beyond touching and means so much to me. I know that no matter what happens, when I walk out of here each and every night, I am blessed. And again, I thank you all. Really can't believe it's been a year. One more thing real quick for you guys before our feature today. I mentioned it yesterday on socials. I love that participation. Gonna need that participation from you to have a future vlog here on our Coffee with Conti show. The BV4 custom nameplate option, you get that when you do a museum delivery. You also can order it a la carte. It's $200. Whatever you put on there, if you'd like to share it with us, I can't wait to do so. Some of them are so much fun and creative. If you want your last name blocked out, VIN blocked out, let me know. Be happy to do that too. But text it or email it to me when I get enough that I feel is enough to share. We'll have that show, and there's some that are so much fun already that are coming in. Check out this one real quick. And of course, I had to throw mine in there, but yes, there is a limit to the characters, but I'll tell you this, you'll communicate with the National Corvette Museum on your order. Unfortunately, after your car's built, you can't get this, but during the order process, when you're communicating with Shane and his staff, tell them what you want on there. If he can make it fit, like he did for the Stop Dreaming and Start Driving, he will. So at least tell them what you want, and then you can go from there. It's a fun option. You know, guys, I've got to think about selling cars. I mean, that is my main job. But I'm also equally thinking about different ways I can bring you content here on the channel, different ways that we can communicate and we can connect. Let me tell you something. If you're new to Corvette, welcome to the family. You like it because it's a great looking car. It's a great value. I get that. But if you don't get the emotional connection to this car, you're missing a key component to Corvette. That's what makes it so different and so special from any other car in the world. And you're going to see that on today's show. I have a past customer who lives about 15 minutes away, wasn't trading a car, calls me up, says, hey, Rick, can somebody pick me up when I come to get the Corvette? I said, hey, you know what? You're right up the street. I'll come and get you, Ralph. Not a problem. So when you guys see Ralph's reaction today when we pull into the lot, and mind you, he's had previous Corvettes, but when we roll up and he sees his C8 Corvette for the very first time in the flesh at 81 years old, you'll see his emotional reaction. You'll get that this car is special, and so are the people. Welcome, everybody, to Coffee with Conti. Ask you if you're nervous?
Yeah.
Why are you nervous?
I just am. I don't know, just, you know, I mean.
That's anticipation, excitement. That's not nervousness.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this has been going on for so long. And, you know, I've heard you talk about all this stuff, so.
I know.
You know,
Hey, you were right about that speed bump, though.
Can you get across?
Yeah, I did. Oof.
You got it. You got it.
Oh yeah, buddy.
I just always went slow
Yeah.
with my other car, no problem. But I'd go across to the angle. I think you said that. I heard you say that.
Yeah, I can
go
still go
across
straight. There's not a lot of area
Really?
here, but still just got to be, yeah, like you said.
I just went very slow, and I went. Yeah, I took
And
a
this
look.
whole little deal up in here, this is kind of.
Well, it is. That's why I.
If you don't know what the hell you're doing coming here at night, you're in trouble.
See, that's why I wrote you that little note saying that, hey, there's a speed bump, and knowing what's here. Now, you've never been back here, I guess.
Oh no, not back here. It's
Right,
beautiful.
yeah.
It's beautiful back here.
Hey, will you take a couple of pictures, or maybe of the car?
I'm gonna do pictures. We're actually doing video now. You've watched the YouTube channel. I thank you for that.
Now, have you had not many coming in?
Right now,
Yeah. So
we're in that hiccup right now that this.
how did mine get here so quick? It just seemed like it did.
For what they are building, they're processing very
They must
quickly because there's not the volumes even for them,
Yeah.
especially for us. I mean, this whole situation it's really made my mind wander, and you and I've talked a lot off camera about the processes and the changes in the market and just the crap we've all been through. But forget all that. Today's your day, dude. Today's your day. I'm happy for you. This is the first time you've ever sat in a C8, right?
I sat in the C8 when you had your.
At the
2 years
at the
ago.
dealership?
People were taking turns. You got about 5 seconds in the seat.
That's gonna say that's about it.
That's all we got. Actually, it's been a long time since I've ridden in the seat, I'm the passenger seat of a car. I've always been behind the wheel. This is really different.
Right? Yeah.
Boy, this is,
How do you feel?
it's.
You're a tall guy, so you still fit in here well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure do. Yeah. The first 500 miles,
Yes.
that's okay. What do you do at the first 500 miles? I mean, say when I come driving back here, do I drive it up to 60 and come back and just?
Well, there's a couple of things, and this is good, and this will be good to share on the vlog. For the break, and I always tell everybody, probably some of the advice I got a long time ago is don't beat it, but don't baby it. Drive it normal. And what's neat is with this paddle shift, it's almost the equivalent of driving if you were in a manual transmission. Say you get in the highway and you're doing 70 miles an hour and you're in 6th gear and a manual transmission, and you would stay at 70, but then you drop it down into 5th and you go into 4th and you're changing the RPMs and what you're driving that 70. You can do the same thing in this car. When you're in drive, you can engage these paddles and start playing around and shifting up and down at your 70, changing the RPMs, not being in cruise control for that first 500 miles.
Yeah, that's right.
That's going to give the engine a nice workout.
No cruise control
For the first 500.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think that's going to help you tremendously, because I get people that come from afar, not just a couple miles up the street like you, and they're like, gosh, I got to drive, this big stretch of highway. And I say, hey, play with those paddles. And when you're in drive and you engage the paddles, when you're done shifting the paddles, it goes back to drive mode. So you're okay. Now, if you're in drive and then you go to the M down here, that manual, then it's you and the paddles. You gotta know when to hit these babies. This one shift up and this one over
So
here shift
you
down.
don't use this very much.
I don't use the manual.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I can switch them, so I can go right now.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it switches over, and I just switched up to 3rd. Now I go to 4th. I can't go too high. It's blinking at me. It's like, okay, shift denied. It's like, okay, you can't be in 4th gear. Now if I leave her alone and I don't touch anything, it'll go back to the regular drive mode.
So you typically are in drive mode when you're driving.
All the time. And one of the reasons I want to just capture our quick trip back to the dealership is all the excitement of this new car, of Corvette in general, is not just because of what the car is, and the car's remarkable, but it's because of guys like you.
Well, this is different here. I mean,
Look it down.
Yeah, before, you saw the...
You can't see anything.
Yeah, now.
Well, yeah, you're sitting 16 inches further forward
I read
than
that.
you did the C7.
I read that the other day, saying, "Hey, all of a sudden you're 16 inches forward from what you used to be."
Yeah, engines right back there, baby.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, yours looks good because you got the engine cover. But how many vets have you had, Ralph?
This is number 4. First one was a 90, then the 01, and then the 15, and then this one.
Right. Have they all been red?
The first one was like wine-colored red. I forget. It was a 1990, that like a Merlot burgundy color.
Right.
The others are all tarch with a tan interior.
Yeah.
I just love the tan interior.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Well, they do a good job breaking it up. Like you see where I got the blue up on the dash here,
right.
that's going to be tan in yours.
Correct.
And everywhere you've got stitching that it's black, it'll be the tan stitching. So it's a great contrast. It's a great mix.
You got that. Why did they ever put that? Just for...
That's for racing. So you get an idea where the top of your steering wheel is when you're doing road course and you're really going around so you don't get
this steering wheel
discombobulated.
has always intrigued me though, how the steering wheel is.
When you first get in, it's weird, but I'm going to tell you right away, man. As soon as you start driving, you start doing a little of this, you're going to go, this feels good. You're going to really like the steering wheel. It's awesome.
So like you're saying, okay, if you just keep it in drive, for instance, and you're less than 500 miles, so you may drive along and you may push it up to 60, but don't leave it. Just
You can do it fine. You're going to get on the freeway, so you get on the freeway and you're going to accelerate up to 70, 75 miles an hour, merge on the freeway.
You can leave it there
heck yeah.
So you don't have to just check.
You're not going to hurt it. You know where you're going to hurt it is when you're really jamming on the gas and you're in the red line, the bright red line. That's when you're hurting the engine.
I don't drive that way.
Because you'll have a temporary red line on yours, and then it'll go down to the 65 like mine.
I don't drive that way anyway, so.
I know. So no, but
you're right. Yeah.
But don't. I mean, when you're merging onto the freeway, don't go, oh my gosh, I'm in braking, I can't merge.
Oh, I got you.
Hit the gas and get on the freeway.
Well, I like this. I've always been a Bose guy.
Yeah, this one, baby. If you like to listen to music loud, brother, this is the car. 14 speakers, you'll love it, man. Well, here's one thing I got to know. This has nothing to do with cars. What have you done to keep yourself in great health to be in the shape that you're in at 81 years old, man?
Yes. Well,
seriously.
I'm very fortunate. I'm sure it has to do with my DNA, from my, from me, anyway. But I've always been active. I ride a lot of bicycle. I played a lot of sports. I still ride a lot of bike. I walk a lot. And I have a garden plot over at my Grainville, right down the road from it. And in the summertime, I spend a lot of time there. But I grew up on a farm in Illinois. So I've been used to working, helping out on the farm. But in my working days, I worked for an electronics manufacturer, and I started like in quality. But then the last 30 years, I was a purchasing agent. Okay. Yeah, and so, but I've always I play golf, still play some. Yeah. So I and I volunteered at Lincoln Memorial, which I do a lot of walking and stuff there. So I've always been active and try to stay active. But I've been fortunate that my weight really, I don't have to really work a lot. Matter of fact, I work a little bit, try to maintain my weight, meaning I'm trying to stay at I'm about 190 pounds, 185 to 190, and I want to kind of stay there. So I try to eat right and so forth. So a lot of that, is a combination of all those things, really working on it. And
the common sense stuff and actually
I really don't eat at all between meals and stuff. Right. I just do a lot of stuff that I'm sure helped me to get me where I'm at my age. Because people, I talk to people on the phone, how old are you? 81. Well, you don't sound like you're 81.
Right. Right, no. Well,
so anyway,
I'm glad that you're active.
Thanks for asking.
When talking about activity with the new Corvette, any big trips, first special places you want to go in your new car?
Well, I do. I want to. One of the trips I want to take, I want to do in Carolina. I want to do the trail. There's a trail, and goes in South Carolina. You talk about bringing tears to my eyes.
You built that, brother.
Yep.
How'd you do? I think you did pretty good.
Incredible.
I'm happy for you. Congratulations.
You said it was going to happen. It did.
Thanks, Rob.
Beautiful car. Thanks to the people at Bowling Green that built it for me. Yeah. A lot of people think, really. And I'm very fortunate that I can do this kind of stuff. Very lucky. you know, stuff I've done in my life to be able to, you know, to have a car like this.
Right.
Many people can't do it, but
You're right.
I've been able to. Well, I like that low profile,
Yeah.
you know, that on the back. I just think that's I really like that.
For the non-Z51 cars, it needed something back there. And I think, and we've talked about it endlessly, and how nice this looks. And people don't realize it, how far this comes off the back end of the car.
Probably more than say, man, look at that.
Yeah. Let me get your keys. I'll be right back. Yeah. All right, Ralph, she's open. You go ahead and open her up, buddy. Check out.
I do.
Well, yeah.
I do like that.
This works good for a tall guy like you.
That contrast of
Well, yeah, I think the contrast
rather
looks
than
nice.
red, you know, I some black in there, you know.
But if you're not going to take the top out, being a taller guy, yeah, the contrast looks good. But inside, it's going to give you more of an upward vision, and you're not going to feel like you're so cramped in.
Look what I bought.
Well, that's right, man. This is beautiful, man.
Incredible. What a neat gig. Well, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Blue coming through.
Yeah. Did you see the engine? I'm going to open up the engine thing for you.
It's been a long wait. You know, I looked for a license plate. I couldn't get it. I was going to have it LG long wait 8. LG.
You want to remember how long it was to get the darn thing?
LG WT 8 long wait 8.
Yeah.
But then I couldn't get it. I guess somebody had it, or I couldn't do it for
number characters
something like that. Yeah,
Right.
it wouldn't. But that's what I thought about. Yeah, I mean that's really.
If you can put it on there, you say, "How about freaking time?" Right.
Okay. Hey, thanks for picking me up today.
What a great, fun experience. Congratulations, Ralph. About freaking time, indeed. Send off. Pat for you, sir. Right up the street here in Ohio. Looking forward to seeing you as many times that you're out and about. And low wing, yeah, we're going to rub that too. Yeah. Thank you, Ralph.
See you, Rick.
Have fun, man. All right, buddy.
Away you go. Have fun.
You have fun. I have fun because of you guys. You have fun. And you know right now there's a huge grin on his face. And I hope there's one on yours too, because that's the stuff that we love to share on this channel. Inspiring stories, encouraging stories, the excitement that this car brings. Proud to have the opportunity to bring it to you on my channel. I'm so excited that you took time to watch. Thank you for doing so. Thumbs up this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell notification, and leave comments down below. I'll see you on the next one.